Should you have a cheat day as a full-time student? Absolutely not. Sure, you may have seen all like these massive bodybuilders doing like the 10,000 calorie challenge, bulk it, whatever. No. Health equals looks. And if you want to prioritize your looks, you also have to prioritize your health. I help young guys like you who are in full-time education get jacked by improving their health, and I have a program that helps you out with that. But this is serious, man. Like, this is serious. You can't do the 80%, 20% rule where 80% is good, 20% is okay, or like bad food or whatever. No. You have got to go all into this. This isn't just like some like little thing that you do on the side and like, oh yeah, I'm kind of healthy, whatever. No. You have to be like that weird, out-of-place kid who is always eating healthy no matter what. Wherever you go, whoever you are with, whatever you are doing, you are an athlete. I want you to put this into your brain right now. Like surgically insert it into your mind. This ideology of yourself. You are an athlete. An athlete is jacked. Right? That's just like a bonus. You get to have this as a bonus. Your main goal right now, considering you're watching this, is becoming jacked, right? You want to get like the defined six packs while also getting like the broad shoulders so you fill out your school shirt, right? Whatever. That is a bonus to becoming healthy. You don't want to be this one-dimensional person who's just focused on this one thing of becoming big, right? Because you see all of like these massive influencers or whatever. Sure, they're big, but that's it, right? You want to be metabolically healthy. I want to, in the future, when I have kids or whatever, when I have grandkids, I want to be able to do like football with them. I saw this like granddad playing football in the park with his, like 12-year-old son or whatever, grandson or whatever. How cool would that be? Sure, it'd be cool to look big, but you can look big and have longevity. You could live for a very, very, very long time in this state of being jacked, right? Because if you follow like the modern day stuff where you're eating like, like glazed donuts and whatever and like Monster Energy as pre-workout, sure, you will look big, yes, because of calorie, even though calories don't apply to how humans digest food. Yes, you can use calories to manipulate the way you look, sure, but you will feel dreadful. This morning I woke up and I haven't had carbs in about 12 hours. I can't even remember. I woke up, and because I had good sleep, because I wasn't killing myself with all these stupid ingredients, I woke up in the morning, and you know how normally you're sort of like that, like your alarm goes off and your eyes are a little bit tired and you're like, you have to like rub your eyes loads. I got up and I literally went, I just woke up, walked over to my chair, turned off my alarm, and then I was ready to go. I went outside for a walk. I always do that every morning just to get some sunlight into my eyes for the circadian rhythm or whatever. But I noticed that, oh my God, normally I eat meat, eggs, fruit, and raw dairy, and that is it. But I've noticed that the more fruit I eat, the worse I feel. So I tried to reduce the amount of fruit I ate. And I tried it. Like, I started it yesterday, and I'm starting it today. I haven't had any fruit this morning, and I feel phenomenal. But I woke up, and I went for this walk, and I could feel this almost vitality to me. Like, I wasn't hungry at all. I hadn't eaten in about 12 hours. I wasn't hungry at all. But I also didn't have any cravings. Normally you're always like, I always noticed that when I ate loads of fruit, I wanted more fruit. Like, the more fruit I ate, the more fruit I wanted. And it's the same with these meals. The more cheat days you have, if you have like one cheat meal a week, then suddenly that turns into one cheat day, then into 2 cheat days, and then you just pig out, right? You go on holiday, you eat everything. And it's like, oh, it's a cheat holiday or whatever, right? But I felt unbelievable. I'd woken up about 15 minutes ago and I could go and do a marathon. I kid you not. I mean, obviously I haven't trained for a marathon, but I had the energy to attempt a marathon, right? How amazing is that? It was like, it wasn't even 6 o'clock in the morning and I was ready to just go for like a boxing spar or something because I had so much energy and so much power within my body. And I look super lean. And also, like literally, this is the photo that makes me look lean as hell. Look, I am super lean. I can see my six-pack and everything. When I like do that, I can see all like this, the skin moving, but the muscle stays the same. Like really low body fat. But I'm getting bigger. I'm building muscle. I'm getting stronger in the gym because I'm not having these disgusting foods. These make you feel disgusting. Sure, I want you to get jacked. It's so important to get jacked, but please stop believing the lie that you can calories in, calories out. Sure, you can look a certain way like The Rock, but you won't live forever. You won't live a good life. Sure, I hate it so much when people say, yeah, but I just want to enjoy myself or whatever. You're not going to enjoy yourself. This is the way I look at it, right? Say, I don't have any food on me, but say this is like a really nice drink or whatever, let me think, like a milkshake or something. I drink it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just enjoying myself, guys. Once that flavor's gone, it only lasts about 2 seconds, right? You drink it, oh, now I want more again. Drink it and then it's gone. That's it. It's like 2 seconds of pleasure. Pleasure and happiness are not the same thing. 2 seconds of pleasure, and that is it. That is gone. It has ended, right? I was with my people in my college the other day, and they went from like a McDonald's, a Mackey's, and we sat down, and obviously I didn't have anything. I literally had this bottle of water that I took with me, and I drank it. Obviously I could use a metal water bottle instead of a plastic water bottle, but this thing goes deep. But they were looking at me and like, questioning me, because I'm like the fitness health guy or whatever within the group. And of course I'm like the outcast in that kind of sense, like I don't fit in essentially, but why do you want to fit in with people who feed themselves poison? It is quite literally self-harm. Why do you want to fit in with these people? And it's just lack of education, I think. Some people are stupid, but that is not necessarily their fault. But there's education like this on the internet, and if they've seen it, and if you're like one of those who's listening to this and disagreeing, then leave this channel, please, and go and eat your poison. That is fine. But this channel is for people who want more than just that one dimension. They want to not only improve their physique, they want to get like the big bicep or whatever, like the big arm that fills out the shirt, but also they want to wake up in the morning at 5:30 and be ready for fighting a tiger. I just had so much, like you can hear it in my voice. I have energy. I've just eaten meat and eggs, and that's it. Meat and eggs and water. And I had some raw milk before, and I feel phenomenal. I have energy inside my bones because I'm not feeding myself this crap. It's so bad for you. Just please. Health equals looks. If you want to improve your looks, you have got to improve your health. It is simple as that. Optimize for nutrition. And like I said, I have that program, which is the first link in the description, which goes over literally everything I know about this topic, which is like years and years and years worth of experience. And it's not just like 1 pound of protein per pound of body weight, guys, or whatever. No, this talks about serious stuff like I'm talking about in this video. Like this is the growth mastery course where there's literally everything, where I talk about micronutrients, everything, and bioavailability, and everything you could possibly need to actually build muscle healthily. Because that is so important. I teach you how to optimize for nutrition, for vitality, for energy, for productivity, everything. Your whole life can improve by getting jacked. But in order to get jacked, you need to improve your health. So if you actually want to take action, then this is the place to do so. I will be technically your one-on-one coach. You can DM me. I can help you out personally. I've helped lots of the members inside of the group with their personal, difficulties within this journey, because it's not easy, right? You know it's hard. So I can help you. And of course, you have access to all of these courses with lots of juicy bonuses in here, like a little bulking grocery list that is my personal grocery list that you can follow as well. So that is the first link in the description if you actually want to make a change. And I'll talk a little bit more in depth about this within that program. Your reward shouldn't reverse your progress. The progress that you've made within the gym, say you've been eating healthily or whatever for, a week, and then suddenly you go and have a cheat day and it reverses the whole progress. What is the point? What is the point? You're eating perfect meals every single day, you're meal prepping or whatever, making sure, you don't fall into the bad habits of eating some sweets when your mates offer them. You're doing well, right? You're doing really well. And then suddenly you go and eat this thing with 100 ingredients including gum and xanthan gum and whatever, and oil and soybean oil, and there's no point if you're just going to do this at the end of it. The way you should actually reward yourself is something that promotes your mental health, or maybe even your physical health. Why don't you go on a big hike with your mate? Why don't you go and make a really nice bath or whatever, go for a spa? I know that's a bit gay or whatever, but you get my idea, right? Do something that will actually help you. Maybe if you've got the money to do so, if you want to reward yourself, then maybe buy a massage gun or something. I don't know. Just something other than bad food. Like, why is this a staple in people's diets? How is this? I don't understand how people eating McDonald's twice a week is completely fine. You know, you're eating like a McDonald's Big Mac or whatever. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. But as soon as I start eating red meat that we've been eating for millions of years, everyone's like, oh my God, cholesterol, we're going to die, oh my God. Like, come on, use your logic, please. It's a cheat day. Think of the word cheat. You are not supposed to cheat. That is the whole point. Just don't fall for this lie of like the 10,000 calorie challenges or whatever that you see online, because the people who are doing that are trying to profit off of you. Sure, I'm trying to profit off of you because I have that program, but I am an entrepreneur, right? I will openly say I want to make money online, sure, but I'm not going to sell my soul by saying, yeah, just eat whatever you want or whatever, buy my program, buy my program. I have actually put effort into that thing, and I am not giving you some basic advice, right? I have spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, literally years going, like, wasting time essentially, going over how can I actually help you? How can I actually help, like, my ideal person, which is probably you if you're watching, like, what, this 15-minute video, uncut, unedited? How would I help my previous self? And sure, I could just say, oh yeah, just bulk by eating, like, tons of porridge and what else, like bagels and stuff. That's what I used to eat. And cereal, yeah, you'll bulk, you'll gain weight. Yeah, but you won't look good and you won't feel good. So please just stop falling for this lie. It annoys me because everybody, I don't know a single person who eats like me in my life. It's so painful. And everyone's just, you know, like your parents are falling for the low fat scams. I mean, my parents don't, which is fantastic. But, you know, low fat and just calories and it really, really annoys me because this is how people die. Consuming these foods will kill you. Look back 100 years ago and cancer, obesity, stroke, heart disease, all of them, cardiovascular disease, they were like this. They were all the way at the bottom. But as soon as we introduced these type of foods and seed oils and excess sugars and added sugars and everything, everything went up. And this is okay. This is okay. Never have a cheat day again in your life. Because this is what I used to do this quite a lot, where I just sort of give in. I just say, oh yeah, you know, like the little celebrations box on the table. Oh yeah, I'll just have one, you know, it's only 100 calories or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. That'll fit my macros, guys. Bagels have 8 grams of protein. Oh my God, peanut butter has like 12 grams of protein. It will kill you. It will kill you. Everyone's just gonna laugh. Like, people just laugh at me when I say this. Like, you know, in like my real life or whatever. Like online, people actually agree because they have some knowledge. But people in real life, they go, oh no, it won't kill you. Are you ridiculous? It won't kill you. Then why is everyone dying of diseases? If an animal is ill, it will die of a disease, correct? We as humans are dying of diseases because of this food. And we're just thinking, oh, it's just chance, it's genetics. No. I have had people in my family who have been affected by this very badly, right? And I'm sure you have too, and it's terrible. And this is the cause of it. This is serious. If you are going to get jacked, please, for the love of God, do it healthily so you don't end up dead. This is serious. Please. I am begging you, please. Don't fall for this. I've said it a million times. I don't even need to listen. I don't even need to say it because I've said it too many times. But this is what I look like, right? I was just eating, you know, cereal and whatever, and it fit my macros, and I was getting the correct amount of protein, and I was getting the correct amount of carbs or whatever. And this is what I look like. Years and years of training, and this is what I look like. Do you want to look like that after years? You've been bulking for ages, and you look like that. Because I certainly don't. I certainly don't. So when I see those foods, when I see these foods in my, like, sure, these are in my house. Sometimes I put them in front of me, right? So I can look at them and say, no, remind myself that this is what I will look like. The whole point of cheat days is to cheat, and you are not supposed to do that. You are not supposed to cheat from this life. It is a lifestyle. Whereas now, I eat these foods. As I said, meat, eggs, fruit, and raw dairy. And I'm trying to experiment with getting rid of, well, not getting rid of, but reducing the amount of fruit. Maybe just have fruit for pre-workout, right? I've been doing this for quite a while now. And that's the result. Okay? So not only am I getting lean, I'm losing body fat, but I am also gaining strength. I'm gaining strength at an alarming rate because of the bioavailable sources of protein within meat and eggs and raw dairy. Because in these foods, you cannot absorb those proteins. Those 8 grams of protein, you cannot absorb that, my friend. You cannot. There's anti-nutrients within all of these vegetarian type of foods and whatever. And the 3 grams of protein that you'll get from like a Milky Bar or whatever, you'll just be ingesting tons of chemicals along with that. So you're not getting the adequate amount of protein for your body. So it says on your tracker or whatever, you're getting 150 grams of protein. No, you're getting about 25. You are seriously, what's the word? Nutrient deficient, essentially. You are incredibly nutrient deficient because in meat, especially beef, you get every single essential nutrient you could possibly need. And that will provide you with so much life energy. You've got vitamin A, D, E, B12, taurine, carnosine, creatine, DHA, EPA, everything. You got like the whole shebang. I mean, meat is all you need to eat. But I like to eat raw dairy as well because it makes me feel good. And I like to eat fruit for pre-workout. And obviously I said the less fruit, probably the better. So I'm experimenting with that right now. But meat is just essential. You have to eat it. You have to eat it. If you want to prosper, you have to eat it. And of course, this will provide you with the best protein you could possibly need. You don't need a protein shake. You don't need to spend like tons of money on mass gainer or anything. Just eat a juicy steak. Not only will it taste good, it will also make you feel good. I remember I had this steak. This was in an Angus steakhouse, which is in London. And it was massive, right? It was like a massive steak, like 12 ounce or something. I had like loads of eggs with it. And I ate it. And after I'd finished it, I sat there and I feel the exact same I do right now. No bloating, no brain fog, just... There's just no word. It's just nothing after it. There's no cravings. There's no, oh God, I feel horrible. None of that. Because I'm eating real human food. This is what we are supposed to eat as humans. I feel amazing right now. I just don't feel anything that I shouldn't, right? It's not, in diet and everything, everyone thinks, oh, what can I add? What can I add? Same with productivity. What can I add to, like the Pomodoro technique, or what can I add to my YouTube videos to make it better? No, you need to remove everything that is bad. That is the first step. You need to remove stuff. That is what a carnivore diet, lots of people call it an elimination diet, because meat is the only thing in the world that will make you feel amazing. And make you feel nothing in an amazing way, right? So then you can add extra foods to see how they affect you. Because you may not know that a banana makes you feel really ill. You may not know that broccoli makes you feel really bloated. You don't know until you've tried these things. I noticed that when I was eating a ton of porridge, I just felt normal, right? And then I cut porridge out and went keto for a while. So I was eating very low carb. I didn't do it correctly. I wasn't eating enough meat and everything. So I went back. And I tried eating porridge again. Oh my God, I felt like I was about to blow up. My stomach was through the roof. I was like, Jesus Christ, I am going to die because of how fat and bloated I feel. And I'd been eating that for every single day of the year for years. No wonder I looked like that. That is how I felt. That is how I looked when I had one little bowl of porridge. A porridge is this miraculous health food. Perfect for bulking. Incorporate more meat and reduce everything else, literally everything else. You get all of the nutrients you need from this, so you don't need anything else. If you are consuming carbs, then vitamin C acts in a different way, so you do need more vitamin C. But if you eventually get to the point where you don't consume carbs at all, then you don't really need any vitamin C because it acts differently. But Everything else is completely fine. You don't need anything else, and you will prosper more off this. You'll be ridiculously healthy off this. You'll get more jacked. You'll get leaner off of this compared to any other diet in the world. And how is this a diet? How is eating real food that we have been eating for millions of years a diet? I want you to just absorb this into you as a human being. This is a lifestyle. You should be this athlete. As I said at the beginning, you should be this weird guy who is constantly improving his health. Getting jacked is a part of it. It's a bonus. How insane is that? How amazing is that? That you can eat this fantastic, obviously I've got fruit here, but you can eat this fantastic, flavorful food. Like, meat tastes flipping amazing. It tastes so good, right? It tastes amazing because that's how it's supposed to taste. It is the only natural food in the world, apart from fruit. Even fruit isn't real anymore because it's all been crossbred. The same, even with cows, like A2, like we've got A2, A1 and A2. I'm not going to get into that today because this video will be about an hour long, but this is the lifestyle that you need to be living. You need to be living. You need to be waking up at the exact same time, going to sleep at the exact same time, get the exact same amount of sleep every single day. You want to be outside all the time, spending time with mates, doing like fun activities and everything. You need to be this health icon within your space, within your community, if that's like your school or college or whatever. You need to be that one guy who... My mate had an 18th birthday party and we went to a steakhouse for his 18th. And I was the guy who asked for a rare steak, and can I have it cooked in butter, not oil? And the guy who was serving us was like, oh, for God's sake, you're a pain in my arse, you know. But I'll do it, go on then. And he went and asked, and I don't know if he did cook it. He said he did. He said that the chef said that's fine. It was probably some seed oil butter or whatever, not even real butter. But I need to be that guy. Everyone looks at me weird and goes, oh my God. And I was talking to this one guy, and then my mates were like, oh no, don't even get him started on diet. Don't even get him started. Because look, I've been talking for 25 minutes and this was supposed to be like a 10-minute presentation or whatever. Because I care about this stuff, because it is my life. It is a lifestyle. And I wish you for this as well, because it's so good. It's so fun. It's just... You can see the way I feel about this, right? If I had some carbs before, if I had like a, I don't know, some chocolate blast protein shake or something, I would not be able to. I haven't had a single cut in this, apart from when I was talking about my program, I have to cut just because I'm switching tabs and everything. I haven't had a single cut in this video. I think I may have stuttered once, because there's no carbs in my system messing up my brain. You don't understand how carbs have an effect on you. And you're suddenly eating 200 grams of carbs in one sitting just because it's a cheat day. No. This is what I say in a lot of my videos, but your goal for the next year should be to get to the point where not only you can tell me what meals you are eating every single day, because you should be eating the same thing. You should eat like a dog. Every single animal eats the same thing every single day, apart from humans, and now we're all dying of diseases. Whoa, right? You should be able to tell me what you are eating, but not just the meals, not just the amount of calories or proteins or whatever, not the types of foods, you know, like I'm eating porridge bowl, I don't know. You should be able to tell me what ingredients you are eating. List every single ingredient. You don't even need to write it down. You can just imagine it in your head. Literally like I say, right? Meat, fruit, eggs, and raw dairy. Done. That's it. That's all you need to say. Right? And I wrote that down on my wall. Like, I stick things up on my wall, my goals and stuff. And I wrote down last year, I want to be able to list every single ingredient in my diet. And it took me a long time to get to there. And sure, my parents were, well, my mum was like, no, you shouldn't be eating that, you shouldn't be eating that. Unfortunately, one of the parts of this journey is just doing it anyway. If you know it's inherently going to be good for you. Like, if it's smoking or vaping, of course, like, listen to your parents, they're going to say it's bad. But if it's something like this where you've got to eat, you know, I eat 6 eggs a day and I feel phenomenal, right? So you've just got to, this is the goal that I want you to set for yourself. I know you want to get jacked, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick. It is not just this simple thing of eating more food. It can work at the beginning when you're first starting out, but if you actually want to make progress over an extended period of time and actually want to feel the good effects of looking good and feeling good, you have a glow to your skin, everything, you have got to implement this lifestyle. You have to. It is a non-negotiable, and you should be happy about that. If you're thinking like, oh God, I've got to do this, and then leave. Just leave. Just never watch me again. That's fine. I don't care. I only want people on here who are actually dedicated to living like this, because this is the only way you will get jacked and live a good life. Live a healthy life. And so, if you want me to personally help you with that, then join this goddamn program, because there's people in here who are literally 14 years old, and they're eating like me, they're training like me, they're seeing the results like me. You will be surrounded with these people who are actually elite members of this world, rather than like those people in your class who are just eating Monster and Red Bull before their workout. These are the people who are actually finally realizing and opening their eyes to this world, that if you eat correctly, that is all you need. Train correctly, train hard, eat correctly, boom, you've got an amazing 1%, 0.1% life. I can't wait for you to see the results and you go, oh my God, he was actually right. Rob was actually right. Because if I could just tell anything to my previous self, like my younger self, like this kid right here, I would have said, eat meat and eggs and cut out as much else as possible. And that is it. And of course, within the classroom, I go over literally everything here, and I give you like exclusive like tracking sheets so that you can track everything properly, and just loads of little extra bonuses. And I talk about mindset and everything, and how to implement this like step-by-step autistic detailed guides on how to implement exactly these foods, and how to get past like the problems with your parents and everything, not buying you food and whatever. Like, I will tell you exactly, because I have been through it. I understand what you are going through, and it is hard, it is difficult, it is painful. So that is why I have spent so many hours creating this program, and I think it is the best investment you could possibly make into your fitness, apart from eating a steak. So if you want to finally make progress, finally start taking action, then click the first link in the description, and I can't wait to see you in there. I will see you over there. I've been recording for half an hour without pretty much a single stutter, because of the carbs within my brain, which are not in my brain anymore. Good night.